it is not. It is Houston paired up with two other groups, High Speed Ballistic and Ordinance Lab, shooting Houston with a goddamn grenade launcher. Okay? We have a trifecta of goodness here for our final video. So yeah, this is going to be gloriously painful. Yes. So, chat, let's go.
Fire in 3, 2, 1. Fire!
Ah! Okay, that was a beautiful shot. That was, oh my. This year on YouTube, I have tested a ton of less lethal devices. But today, we're cranking it up to a whole new caliber.
Literally.
I'm about to get shot with 40mm less lethal grenade launcher rounds. Now, as the name less lethal implies, these rounds are designed to stop a threat without being as deadly as other.
Shit. Oh god, that was so bad. Oh my god, hang on. Wait, am I going forwards or backwards? Look at him. First hit the chest. He's like, oh, and then, oh, full blast in the face. God, that's gotta suck.
As deadly as other options. But the real question is, how much pain and damage can a round of this size actually deliver? Well, there's only one way to find out. How's it going, fellas?
I'm excited.
Everyone's excited?
Yeah.
Why are you guys so excited to shoot me?
I'm excited because we've done an episode with you, but we didn't get to hurt you. So
Yeah, we hurt a lot of inanimate
That's
things,
true.
and you are very animate, so let's hurt you.
Yeah, well, I've never shot anybody, so I'm looking forward to shooting someone with all this less lethal stuff I've been showing to cops for years. They tell me great stories about what it does, so now I get to finally actually share in this experience with my customers.
is he helping?
The excitement here was higher than I thought.
Oh, yeah, we've been there for a week just waiting for
Yeah,
this.
This is a face of regret right now. This is Houston going, I regret my life choices. Why am I allowing this to be done to me right now?
excitement here was higher than I thought.
Oh, yeah, we've been there for a week just waiting for this.
I want to see you get hurt. Maybe you guys are going to feel a little bit more remorse.
You know that's kind of your channel, right?
I know, but sometimes I want people to feel bad for me.
Well, I've watched you for years. I got to collab with you, didn't get to see you get hurt. So
I see.
Now we get to, well, now you get like the denouement or whatever.
The full experience.
Yeah. Use a fancy foreign word.
Before we shoot me, how about we see what these less lethals can do against something that isn't meat, like a cactus that you have all around here in Texas.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a demonstration to hopefully, show you what you're getting into.
Thank you.
And also help
curious
y'all
what kind of
see
rounds
that,
they're using.
especially like law enforcement folks. One of the things that I do when I talk to customers and do sales calls is communicating to them how dangerous this stuff is.
By the way, chat, can we just appreciate the shirt that this man is wearing? I do not know what historical figure this is supposed to be, but can we appreciate the classical artwork style of this man in... No, I know that's an Og. I'm talking about the person in it dressed in, like, royal finery from I'm not even sure what era. And he's holding a fucking Og? Well, no, Els, that's only if they actually have the person in here based on the weapon. They could just stuck a fucking Og in his hand. It's one of the kings of Austria? Okay, then it makes perfect sense that he is holding an Og.
Communicating to them how dangerous this stuff is, or it can be. Again, it's less lethal, not non-lethal. This right here is extremely dangerous if you're not using it correctly. And even correctly used, people get injured all the time with less lethal. So I can't communicate enough the importance of folks getting that training and experience before actually using it.
Less lethal community, this is just for educational purposes, okay? You get to see what happens when someone does get shot. We're gonna take all the precautions we need. It's gonna hurt though.
Yeah.
naturally.
All right.
And
we'll
you
just
guys...
get some slow motion of it. 'Cause
yeah.
Why not?
I'm interested to see how slow my leg moves.
Yeah, because we were already down here and we have some phantoms, so why not? Let's just
Exactly.
let's get your destruction a
Just
little bit
happen
more
to have
slowly.
some high-speed
Thank you.
cameras hanging
Okay,
around.
let's shoot some Cactus. So the main round that I plan to get shot today with is...
Wait. Albert, you mean this guy from Ordinance Lab? Looks like a young William Defoe. I can actually kind of see that. I can kind of see what you're talking about. And yes, any less lethal... Okay, like, I've talked about this before when it comes to less lethal. Once upon a time, this type of ordinance was actually called non-lethal. They used to actually have the label of non-lethal. And they've switched to calling them less lethal because, yeah, any less lethal weapon can be fatal depending upon usage or literally just bad fucking luck. And that's why you will not hear non-lethal being used ever because of legal reasons. If something is, and this probably happened like when a taser was used back when it was being called non-lethal, and a taser resulted in someone's untimely death.
Cheer 100 love the stream. Went into Twitch as soon as I saw you went live, red heart.
Thank you, Maxine. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. But when I'm thinking, it was probably back when tasers were still being classified as, quote, non-lethal, and someone, unfortunately died from taser usage. And of course, my guess is there was probably a civil suit saying, hey, you marketed this as being non-lethal, and someone died because of it. Not even, Cortez, not even someone using a taser and someone on a roof and causing them to fall and lose their life. I'm talking about like the taser literally stopping someone's heart. Like, I'm sure that was a case, yes, but the case that made it, that caused the industry to stop saying, or caused the industry to use less lethal instead of non-lethal. And Elwin, you're saying it's rubber bullets? Okay. Very well could have been rubber bullets, but it's one of these devices was utilized. Someone actually lost their life from it, and lawsuits were then filed saying, hey, you're touting your product as being non-lethal. That's why they're being used, and someone lost their life because of it. Give me money. And so from that moment forward, the industry writ large started calling their products less lethal instead of non-lethal to legally cover their ass.
Is rubber batons. Can you explain it a little bit better for people that don't know it?
So we have a 40 millimeter launcher right here. 40 millimeters, a rifle barrel, just like an M203 by 4.
Tornado, if you tase someone in the ass, it's just like tasing them in the back. Actually, if both prongs hit in the ass, it actually might be less effective than if you get a proper spread on the bat. Because the whole thing with tasers is you want a good spread of the barbs, so you get a wider conduction. And that way, yeah, you need proper distance. If the prongs strike too close together, it's actually not going to be effective, and the taser will not actually do its job the way it should. So if you get like the two prongs in one ass cheek, it's actually probably not going to do much to it because the prongs will not have had that proper spread to do proper conduction of the current through the muscular system.
40 millimeter launcher right here. 40 millimeters, a rifle barrel, just like an M203 by 40 by 46 millimeter can fire. This is a 37 millimeter round, which would chamber and fire in the 40, but it doesn't use any of the rifling. It's basically a huge shotgun that's going to fire out 3 rubber batons, which you've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
They're white, about that big or so, and they carry a lot of weight.
Well, not just thick, Atamashi. You just want to make sure that you get one prong in each ass cheek. So one prong per cheek should get a good enough spread for you to make you do the electricity cha-cha. Or should I say, the electricity freeze. Yeah, well, Shadow all tasers have the capacity to function on a contact. Every taser can both fire prongs and can do contact hits. That is a standard feature of all tasers.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to try to make sure that we don't get too close in the minimum and
For
get
tennis,
minimum range,
we do have
but also
them.
where they're close enough to hit, because I want to hit him more than once, because I don't think we're going to get more than one shot with this. So
yes, what I do like about these tests that aren't me, I get to see something that blow up, and then I get to feel really bad about what is about to happen to me.
Okay.
So,
the anticipation kind of thing. Okay.
yeah. It almost makes it worse seeing something else get shot.
Yep. So
I'm
we'll
interested.
fire these off. We'll see what happens. And this is about the same distance we'll be shooting him at here in a minute.
Awesome.
All right. Ready?
Why?
3, 2, 1, fire.
Oh, God.
That was disappointing.
1, fire.
Wait. That was kind of disappointing. Hang on. I want to see the impact of that. Yeah, it's... Okay, so it impacted right here. This leaf is where it impacted. I am not overly impressed. I don't think they may not, there may be slow mode. They didn't say they'd set up the high-speed cameras yet, so I don't think, this is just a test shot. I don't know if they set up the high speeds.
Oh, God.
I don't know how many of those I got in frame.
Excuse me real quick. Look at what it did to the cactus. That rubber baton shot right through it.
I may need to correct my statement here. Holy shit! Wait,
Fire.
Oh, God.
yeah. I may need to retract my statement. Okay, that was very deceptive. Wow.
Look at what it
Holy
did to the
crap.
cactus. That rubber baton shot right through it.
Yeah, Tamashi, I
Looks
think you're right. It was
interesting.
probably a bad
So we got,
camera angle.
Was there 3 of them? If so, we got all 3 in frame.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Cactus is perfect because it goes
That
flat.
shot through 2 though, because that back cactus has a full penetration right there. That's why it spun
Okay,
the round.
that I didn't think they were that small. I didn't think that the rounds were that small. Okay.
That's not
Wow.
gonna feel good.
Oh, I would say it's gonna feel really bad.
All right, what's next?
He getting shot.
All right.
We're taking a lot of safety precautions for this less lethal because it is a very high caliber. Face shield, plywood protector, ear protection, knee pads, steel toe boots. The goal is to hit me in the side of the leg and see what it can do. We're starting decently far back.
Chat, they're trying to do a thigh shot again. Houston has a very bad track record with leg shots. Somehow, some way, I think they're gonna get him in the fucking knee. Again. Every fucking time. No matter what they do, they always seem to get him in the fucking knee.
So, if he misses, we take a reshot or move it a little bit closer. We'll see how it goes.
Make sure you like the video.
Please. Because who else is getting shot with this stuff? I'm gonna react a whole lot. But I just like it.
It was nice knowing you.
Thank
and
you.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
You gotta fly back with me, assuming I survive.
I'll just relay the message to your loved ones.
Thank you.
Yes, broken spine, exactly.
2, 1, fire.
So it hit the wood, right? What did it hit?
It looked like it hit the ground.
Loved ones.
That,
Thank you.
hang on, that did.
3, 2, 1, fire.
God, that did not go well. And this time I don't think it's a bad camera angle. They all just plunked. Well, supposedly Supposedly he was the same distance away from the cactus, but I'm guessing, yeah, he might be a little bit further away.
So it hit the wood, right? What did it hit?
It went all around you. Yeah.
Is that scary for you?
It always is. Every misfire is scary. When you're waiting to get shot, it's the anticipation.
I would say half that distance.
Yeah, I think we need to. I'm gonna bring it in another 5.
I'm pretty sure that was a dud.
First. It felt like it lobbed low, just from me feeling bored.
Yeah, I think
It lobbed low?
it even bounced first. I think so. Yeah.
Well, they're not like balls. They're basically short stacked cylinders. It's essentially the round is probably about like 5 or 6 1-inch thick cylinders all stacked one on top of the other. So, yeah.
The distance, the next one.
Half the distance, and it's an overpowered one.
Yeah.
Goes through your
Who's
thigh.
packing the powder in these things?
That's an issue God only knows with him.
It's being handled.
Houston, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Firing in 3, 2, 1, fire!
That got him.
Okay. Yeah.
That got him.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That did something for sure. Yeah. In fact, it blew off
was-
my skin.
A perfect hit.
Oh my God. Yeah, that one, I saw it in the regular speed. That was a dead fucking hit. Yeah, God. And that is a clean imprint. That is a clean cut.
And it really
Fuck.
blew off a hole in my
Looks like a
skin.
grapefruit. I'm almost scared to watch that high speed.
Yeah, what I've learned is when you get hit hard enough that your leg.
But Chad, notice his reaction wasn't like what you'd expect. Listen again. Let's see, we're at 629. Listen again.
All right. Firing in 3, 2, 1, fire!
Okay, yeah.
That was it. He had a boom. And that was it. That was the end of his reaction.
Yeah, what I've
Considering
learned is
we
when
just
you
got
get
hit
hit hard
with-
enough that your legs just involuntary shake.
Nice shot.
Very nice.
Wait a
Great
second.
success.
Is that
Oh
all
yeah,
3?
well he usually is.
One.
No, I think it was only one that hit.
Oh,
Wait,
2 hit
that's
him.
2 for sure.
Oh,
You like blew the whiteness into me. Look at I'm powdered
wow.
over here.
All right. Well, hey, your credit score went up a little bit then, maybe.
I already have an 800. Okay.
Hey, you want a souvenir?
Oh, absolutely, Andrew. Yes. There you
Not
go.
yet.
What? Ooh, that flattened out.
So, okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. So it's big. So it's a cylinder, but the top end of it is tapered. And wow, that flew straight and true. That flew true.
What?
Ooh, that flattened out pretty good.
That's the one that stripped the skin. Oh!
We got the second. Oh my
How much they flying on
God.
me?
And that one dragged along your skin a bit too.
Like the way that it's making your skin move.
Oh
like,
yeah, immediately removed the skin.
God.
Let's
Yeah.
I don't want to say this, but we got a 40 mil actually.
Okay, if we want to, we can do that.
We'll go a little bit farther back.
Yeah.
Are we doing a cactus test for that or?
Now let's just shoot me.
Okay. Nah, let's just shoot. I like your style.
Yeah,
Rubber
they flew
baton
really good.
Sucked, hurt a lot, but I think I can take it to the next level, which is the round.
Well, Cortana's, the bottom one didn't hit as solidly.
Oh!
Because you can see when the bottom one hits, okay, the top one actually look at flatten. Correct, no rifling. The bottom one, the top one actually flattened and compressed. It had a solid hit, and where the skin came. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the 38 millimeter didn't have rifling because the 38 millimeter was smaller than the 40 millimeter barrel. The launcher could take a 38, but because it's smaller than the barrel, it would effectively be no rifling. The 40 mil, I think, actually will have rifling. But here's why this took off the skin. Watch the impact. See how it flattens? Like this? The way it flattens like this, it flattens and then contracts back in and basically sucks the skin off when it contracts back in. Because this is like hard rubber. That's why it peeled the skin off, because it actually flattened and spread. And then when it contracted back in, that's when it tore the skin off. That's what caused that skin to get torn off, is the flattening and then the return to regular form, which basically created like suction and tore the skin off. Now, if you look at the bottom one is a glancer. It glanced off the skin, it kept sliding. So it didn't have like the focus. It didn't have the single surface area focus, and thus it didn't grab the skin like the top one did. Yeah. So that's why the top one tore out skin, and the bottom one basically just caused an abrasion. And yeah, someone said it's like his thigh just turned into that of an 80-year-old man with that hit. You are indeed correct.
Like your style.
Rubber baton sucked, hurt a lot, but I think I can take it to the next level, which is the round you have now.
Yeah, we have a 40mm impact round. This right here has a lot of advantages over that one where it's rifled, so it's going to be much more accurate whenever, well, hopefully that it hits in the right spot. But this right, like we did the first shot, we missed you entirely, and that's a great example with less lethal where you can be too far away for it and miss the subject entirely.
Yeah, so this one, rifled, single shot round.
Yes.
I suspect it might hit harder, but...
Well, we're going to see. It goes, I think we looked it up, it was like 200 something feet per second. And it's a pretty beefy round, but it's got a lot of area for it to be dispersed across.
Exactly, yeah.
So, we'll see.
It's only one way to find out, as always.
All for science.
All for science. Yeah. YouTube.
Oh, this can be good.
Oh, yes. And that's the gods of slow motion.
Let's see what happens.
We'll make it happen. Same thing.
Yeah, ready?
Here we go.
Fire in 3, 2, 1. Fire.
Trod.
Ah! Ah! Okay, that was a beautiful shot. That was, oh my.
Just that? Wait. I know they're gonna do it in slow motion, but... Shit. What did I say? What did I want you to send me? What did I say? What did I fucking say? It's really fucking sorry. Did I not call this? Did I not fucking call it? Somehow, they always find a way.
Ah! Ah! Okay, that was a beautiful shot. That was, oh my. Oh, sorry, Jake. Ow! Oh. Maybe like a single jumping jack. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yep.
How does he
That's
still have
worse.
knees
That's
at
worse.
this point?
It was farther away.
Yeah, it's very rare that customers with or less lethal can actually leave a review like that.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I prefer this, I prefer that. They don't usually get
well, I prefer
insulted
neither.
on it. Well, here's what you got shot by.
Thank you, a souvenir.
And so, when
God
that hit,
damn.
I mean, that's a lot of, like, it's not that heavy, but with as fast as it's going, like, that's a lot of mass, and it'll, collapse a little bit. I'm sure the slow-mo is going to be amazing on this.
This is going to be
too
good.
Look at my leg before we look at slow-mo. As you can see, the round itself split my skin.
Is that what that means?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know
God.
at this point. I've never been.
I used to be a YouTube celebrity, until I took an arrow, a grenade to the knee.
Big dog? You're not wrong. One of these days, like, man, how much of borrowed time is Houston living on doing this? Holy
Shot by
cow.
these.
Yeah. Better or worse than you expected?
That's a good question.
Or the same?
That's a very good question. I would say about the same. The only thing I can compare this to is the cannons I was shot with, because they're larger, shooting heavier mass things. This kind of mixes it, you know? It's stinging and blunt because there's a little bit of mass here. And especially where you hit me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure, Elwin.
Let's take a look at
I'm
this.
thinking mid-30s. I'm thinking maybe mid... Oh, hang on. I want to see this. Mid-30s. Oh, God. If it had been 2 inches further forward, it would have completely probably blown his knee out. Wow. I mean, look at that impact. Holy shit. Look at how much it caved in his fucking leg. Watch this. Look at how much that caved it in. Fucking hell. Nice. Yeah, you could be right. You could be right that that's what caused it. Let's see. All right, so there's the cut right there. Yeah. Yeah, that's from the plastic. That is from this. I mean, it matches the plastic perfectly. It basically folded his skin in so much that the plastic casing cut his skin.
I would say it's another, 5 minutes down the line, but
Potentially, Rubble Spartan. Potentially.
Yeah, so there's great videos on YouTube of folks getting shot with 40s, but that's very few of them. Well, I don't think it's ever been done in high speed before.
Okay.
So
Here we go.
we got a first, that's something.
I'll be watermarking this.
Yeah.
By the way, can we appreciate good old Texas boy got a big ass fucking Glock in a holster in the back of his pants during this? Can we just appreciate this? Good old Texas boy making sure he's got his firearm on him.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Here we go.
we got a first, that's something.
I'll be watermarking this.
Yeah. But that's again, it's a good, at least to me, it's a good demonstration of how much force you're shooting people with, and that you got to make sure you're not shooting them in the face or anything like that.
I think it's an important thing to note here. I'm typically the bad target because I get hurt for a living. I think this is just subjective opinion for me. Other people getting shot by this would probably have a worse reaction. I get shot every week or beat with something every week. I get a little bit used to it. I still think this is awful.
Yeah.
I would never want to take one to a center mass shot. They're scary.
Yeah.
They're scary. And as you said,
Well, and
less lethal
that's
is
for a
not
reason, big dog. I
non-lethal.
mean,
Yeah, and that's one big thing I've got to always be hey, you can kill people with this if you're not using it appropriately.
They should call it almost lethal.
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
But again, don't do that at home. Terrible idea to
Even
do
if you
William
kill.
Tell with your hands.
Yeah.
Unless
He's
lethal.
actually a licensed professional.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that's not just the thumbnail. He's actually a licensed professional.
Yeah, I shot a lot of less lethal rounds.
2 questions. I got one for each of you. How does it feel to shoot someone with a less lethal?
Falcon. He used to be a bodybuilder, and someone in chat said to me that basically he did. I think you guys said it was steroids or something to that effect. And yeah, he kind of got addicted to experiencing pain. And he has since recovered. I guess he used to be really addicted to feeling pain, basically masochistic. Although not in the kinky sort of way. It was more from drug abuse kind. I don't think it was fetishism before. It was basically from I think maybe it might have been steroid use in the past. I cannot recall exactly. And how he got the idea to do a YouTube channel where basically he gets the shit kicked out of him for science, because at the end of it he shows what the recovery process looks like in terms of his healing. Well, how he came up with that, I have no idea. But it's being done both as entertainment and to just showcase what these various things that he gets hit with, what they can actually do in a controlled environment. So it is educational, but it's also very entertaining.
So 1 for you.
Kind of disappointed. I was hoping, because I was more paying attention, be like, hey, I want to make sure I get this right. I didn't, I
didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I wasn't like, oh, hell yeah, baby.
You're being very professional about it.
Yeah, I was trying to be professional. I'm going to go back and watch, but I shot him with a 40.
And you guys, how's it
They
feel to watch
don't
me get shot
probably.
after we collabed and
I
blew
don't
up a shot
know.
like you?
This is a whole other category of high-speed filming.
Yeah?
We're used to like ballistic bodies and bullets and
Oh,
explosions.
I had a great time.
This
I don't know what he's going on about. I had a great time.
I don't know. It might open up some new avenues for us.
May he
Maybe we
run
should,
that will be
start
his
a
final
second channel.
form.
He doesn't live that far from us.
His
They
final
can hurt
form
you
be
all the
tanks
time
and
with
nuke.
Time
slow-mo.
and film it?
All the time.
God, you guys are too kind. I'll check back in a couple days. Show you how my legs looks. It probably looks terrible. Probably. See you guys soon.
Oh, and by the way, chat, there's a reason for this. I've got this video of why his head looks like this in my queue. We may watch that soon as to why his head looks the way it does right now. There is a reason for that.
It's time for the less lethal grenade launcher data review. One day after testing, I had open wounds accompanied by significant bruising. By day 5, the open wounds had scabbed over, but the bruising expanded dramatically.
Holy shit. No, he did not, Big Dog. I've got the video in queue. We'll watch it, don't worry. But look at that. Like, a lean in the middle, and then it just radiates out. This one especially. Like, the other ones were not as bad. Yeah, obvious bruising. Obvious bruising is obvious. But holy shit, did this one just radiate the bruising
Dramatically.
out.
Between the 2 rounds I tested, the 40mm stood out as the worst. It caused far more swelling, making it difficult to bend my knee for several days. In fact, it might have left the largest bruise from a single projectile I have ever experienced, which is pretty impressive, because I've experienced a lot at this point. The pain was comparable to a 12-gauge beanbag round, which, in my opinion, is no small feat. So don't let the term less lethal fool you, because these rounds can cause severe injuries if you're hit anywhere other than the arms or legs. In short, avoid any situation where one of these rounds might be used against you. It's a recipe for a very, very bad time. And that is a Houston Jones guarantee. But hey, those are just my thoughts, and I'd love to know what you all think down in the comments. Also, if you'd like to see bonus content, be sure to check out my YouTube memberships or Patreon. Links for that are below. And if you enjoyed this video, you gotta check out this one where Kentucky Ballistics absolutely wrecks me with a fire truck. Spoiler,
That one was fun.
it's surprisingly bloody. I didn't expect to bleed in that video, but I bled a lot.
That was good.
Garen Thumb did a similar video with a 40mm non-explosive trainer on a torso and had interesting results. Cheer 100.
I can imagine. I can imagine, Redmond. Like, regardless of it being less lethal or not, a fucking 40mm shell has a lot of power behind it. Like, that will fuck shit up. As we've seen evidenced by Houston's video tonight.